No doubt, Prince William and Kate Middleton have already sent out their save-the-date cards, and if you really want to see them tie the knot in London on April 29th, there is still time to book your flight, but you better hurry. A lot of other people are planning on being there as well. It was the engagement the world was waiting for. On November 16, 2010, Prince William of Wales and girlfriend Kate Middleton announced their intention to marry, and excitement for the biggest royal wedding in 30 years began to build.
I would say this royal wedding is going to be the biggest event in the world. Charles and Diana's wedding before this was probably one of the biggest events ever, but this one might just be bigger.
With the global television audience estimated to be 4 billion, interest in William and Kate's nuptials is expected to be particularly high in the U.S., the largest market for the royals outside of England.
Everyone loves a good fairy tale. You don't have a monarchy here in the US, so there's that spiked interest which we hope to convert into travel.
On the date of the announcement, royal family-related internet searches surged 5,000%. In the month since, searches for flights to London are up 20%. In royal wedding hotels, 35%. Tourism sites in the U.S. have enjoyed a similar increase.
On kayak.com, we've seen 3 times as many flight searches since the announcement of the royal wedding date. And on the hotel side, we've seen 8 times as many searches for hotels in London around that date.
While wedding buzz means hotel rooms and flights are going fast, it's not too late to book. But if you want to witness history firsthand, time is running out.
I think people realise that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see a true British spectacle. In fact, we're expecting to sell every seat in the week up to the royal wedding.
For those who managed to cross the Atlantic, Friday, April 29th, 2011, should be a party for the ages.
It feels genuine. This is a true love story, and it's a young couple that are very popular. I think the partying will go on well into the night and probably all the way through Monday.
Yes, London is calling. Let's now get some tips on how to have a royal good time from Mark Orwoll, the international editor of Travel and Leisure magazine, who's with us here this morning. Mark, good to see you.
Good morning.
The wedding of Charles and Di was an experience of a lifetime back in 1981, and I think most people are thinking that this is going to be a similar experience. And before we get to the old, how much is it going to cost me? Do you feel that way?
Absolutely. I mean, this is going to be a memorable experience. The UK government has already declared April 29th to be a public holiday. They're expecting an additional 600,000 people coming into town for the wedding. This is going to be something to remember forever.
If you don't have the opportunity to get an invitation to the wedding, can the common folks go out there and actually get a little glimmer, a glimpse of the action, rather?
You really can. There's a prescribed parade route, and you'll be able to line up along there. I would suggest that there are going to be people sleeping overnight. Yeah. So if you want to get there early, 3 or 4 hours early, you can. It's going to start at Westminster Abbey. They're going to go from Westminster Abbey past the towers, the Tower of Big Ben, along Whitehall, where all the government offices are, through the Horse Guards Parade, and then down the Mall past St. James Park, all the way to Buckingham Palace. And you can line up on the route and watch it yourself.
So there are plenty of good opportunities.
Yes,
back in 1981, I had the opportunity of being along the parade route for the first royal wedding, and it's quite an experience. Now let's talk about the how much. Can you do this affordably?
Well, depends on how you define affordably, but let's put it this way.
Let's say under $1,000.
You could do it for under $1,000 per person if 2 people traveling together. I just checked out this morning. You can get airfare right now for $675 from the East Coast to London. You can also get a hotel or a B&B for under $150 a night. So you put that together, you still have a few $100s left for your meal. So yeah, you could do it pretty affordably.
What do you feel is the most affordable way to do this?
Well, the airfare, they're saying airfares are jacked up like 40% already, and they're going to go even higher. So what I would suggest is you might want to consider flying to Paris or to Brussels if you get a better airfare, and then hop on the Eurostar, the express train that goes under the English Channel and then through to all the way to central London. You can save a lot of money by doing it that way.
You're talking about over 90,000 hotel rooms in the immediate area there. Where would you recommend? I know you said B&Bs before, but you really need to kind of search out for some deals.
Yeah, well, there's a website called bedandbreakfast.com. You go to their London section, and I found rooms that are still available at B&Bs for under $150 a night. Okay. An alternative would be to go to places like Cambridge, Oxford, Brighton. You can get to central London in under an hour on British Rail. So you get hotels there for about $100 a night.
I got it. What about some attractions? If you were there and you wanted to kind of go on a Will and Kate tour, so to speak.
You know, one of the places you got to go to is the Mahiki nightclub. It's sort of a tiki bar themed. Yep. It's expensive, but if you don't want to pay to get in there, there are actually planning to throw a party after the wedding, a street party, so you can even go party at Mahiki nightclub. You can see Jigsaw, the boutique where Kate used to work, the Jared Jewelers, where they got the engagement ring. All of these things you can do on your own or go on a guided tour for inexpensive amount of money.
It's like Star Tours. Yeah. And finally, if you can't get to London to see them at the actual wedding, you recommend possibly going to some honeymoon spots.
Well,
you'll run into them there.
Hey, look, Chris, if you're going on a honeymoon, you want privacy. If you're the royal couple, you want luxury. A lot of royal watchers are suggesting for that combination, you might look at Lizard Island Resort. It's off the coast of Australia on the Great Barrier Reef. Wow. It's one of the most beautiful private island resorts you can imagine. And I checked, there are still rooms available for the week following the wedding. So if you want to take a chance, the cheapest room, however, is $1,400 a night.
You can throw affordable right out the window.
Yeah, that's not going to be on your affordable list.
Mark, great to see you. Thank you so much. And we'll be
Okay.
talking with you more, I'm sure, in the run-up to the royal wedding.